How y'all doing today? It's your boy Jermaine from Hognose Hogs, back with another video. And so for this video, I'm going to be talking about different strategies that you can use to get a picky hognose snake to eat. So let's talk about it. So one of the first and the most common ways in which you can get your hognose snake to start eating, whether it's an adult hognose snake or it's a baby that hasn't really got the routine down, is scenting. And so there's various things that you can scent your mouse with. The most common are usually a fish. So whether it's like tuna, salmon, my favorite is sardines. Also, if those things don't work, you can also find places where they sell frog and toad scents, such as Kevin Rhodes. He's a guy that sells a product. And then the Reptilinks website, which they have their own toad scent product, which I actually have in one of my videos I did in the unboxing. There's actually another company that produces a frog scent, and I actually placed an order last week. So hopefully that comes in this week. And I think this could be a game changer because it's the cheapest scent toad scent that I found on the market. It was only $10 plus $6 in shipping, so it was like a total of $16. And so hopefully that'll work. Like I said, I will make a review of it and an unboxing and let y'all know how it works with my Eastern hognose snake. But yeah, definitely, usually those are the most common ways in which you can scent a mouse. Also, I've heard people scenting with egg yolk and having success with that. But yeah, scenting is probably the most common way to get a picky hognose snake to start eating. The next strategy is actually braining pinkies, and this is specifically for baby hognose snakes that haven't really took to eating pinkies yet. So basically what you do is kind of gruesome. Is you kind of burst open the head of the pinky, whether you use like a knife or scissors or even the tongs, and then you place that pinky head right in front of the hognose snake and let the hognose smell it with his tongue. It may even start drinking some of the fluids from the pinky's head. And then that usually kind of stimulates them to actually take a bite out of the pinky. So I've heard of people doing that. Me particularly, I haven't had any success with it. I think I've tried it once. But you kind of have to have a snake that is stationary and is not wiggling around and crawling all around the cage and won't stop. The next way in which you can get a picky hognose snake to eat is try chicken hearts. So I've seen a lot of people mention this on Facebook, as well as some of my subscribers in my comment section. Here in the United States, I'm not even sure where you can get chicken hearts from. I actually never looked for them before, so they may be more readily available in grocery stores than what I think. But I've heard of people doing that and maybe putting like calcium powder on it. And I've heard that hognose snakes take to it pretty well. So that's definitely another strategy. Here's another strategy that I've used with success, and that is putting your snake as well as the mouse in a deli cup. And basically that just kind of puts them in more of an enclosed space to where they kind of have no choice but to run into the prey or the mouse. Sometimes if you have a picky eater and you just leave the mouse inside the enclosure, your hognose snake may slither away from it and not even know that the pinky is in there or the mouse is in there. And so yeah, definitely putting them in the deli cup, usually like the deli cup that you bought them, and then putting them to the side, give them this privacy. You come back 20 minutes later, and a lot of times the pinky or the mouse is gone. The next thing that you can do, which has been helpful for me, is actually just leaving the mouse in the enclosure and just kind of walking away. Some hognoses, they all have different personalities, and some of them just want to be left alone. Just seeing you close to them kind of freaks them out, and they get defensive and they start hissing and bluff striking. But if you can kind of just leave the mouse in the enclosure, maybe even put like a towel over it so they can just have complete privacy. A lot of times with that privacy, they will eat the mouse. And the last strategy that you can use, which is also really popular, is the water technique. And so basically what you can do is 2 days prior to feeding your picky hognose, take their water dish out of their enclosure, and they won't die from the lack of water for 2 days, but they will be thirsty. And so when you do feed them, you can either, depending on how you thaw your mouse out, if you thaw your mouse in water, don't dry it off. Or if you do have like a dry thawing method, dip your mouse in water and then place that mouse close to your snake and let the snake drink the water off the mouse. And a lot of times with the taste of that water, as well as the taste of the mouse, that can kind of stimulate them to start eating. And so basically, man, that's it. Those are my different strategies that I've used to kind of feed my picky eaters, because hognose snakes are kind of tricky. You'll get some that don't really want to eat when they're babies. You get some that are really good eaters and they get off of food, and you just got to do different strategies in which to get them to start back eating. Because having a picky snake, whether it's a hognose, ball python, corn snake, whatever, that's one of the most stressful things about keeping these snakes. So hopefully these tips will help y'all. Like I say, you just got to kind of just try them all out on each snake. Each snake has their own little quirks about them, and hopefully these have been entertaining and helpful for y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next video.